Welcome back, friends. All right, so remember yesterday there was a demo session. It was actually basically about CCNA, Linux administration, and the Amazon Web Services, right? We have just seen all the three courses. Okay, today let us try to go a bit deep about the CCNA concept. We'll just try to understand what is CCNA and what else we can do after completing this CCNA course. All right, just a second, please. All right, so let's see what is CCNA and what exactly we are learning in CCNA. See, like I said you yesterday, CCNA is a course that deals with your computer networks, and there are majorly 4 modules in CCNA. The first module is your IP addressing and subnetting actually. It will take around 7 classes. Okay. Second module is of a router. Router will take around 12 to 13 classes. The third module is about firewalls. Firewall will take around 3 classes. And the fourth module is about switch, or we can say switching. Switching will take around 7 to 8 classes. So with switching, we need to add few more topics here. So it will take around 7 to 8 classes. So overall, it will take around 32 to 33 classes actually for us to complete CCNA. Okay. Every session will be recorded here, friends, and each and every session will be shared with you through Google Drive. So in case if you miss any class, you can simply go through the recorded session and you can simply, come to the next session. Every class is connected with the other class. Whatever courses you do here, friends, like CCNA or, Linux Server Administration or Amazon Web Services, class number 3 is connected with class number 4. Class number 14th is connected with class number 15. So in case if you miss class number 14th, it will be difficult for you to understand class number 15. So in case if you miss class number 14, what you should do? Before you go to the class number 15th, just go to the recorded session, watch the recorded session, and then come to the class number 15. So it will be very much easy for you to understand class number 15. So every session is connected with the other session. Anyway, every class is connected with the other class. So try not to miss any class. But in case if you miss any class due to some emergency, recordings will be available for you within couple of hours after completing the class. Recordings will be shared with you. You can just go through the recordings and you'll be more than ready for your next session. All right, so this is your CCNA, my friend. There are 4 major modules here: IP addressing, router, firewall, and switch. We'll see about the router, firewall, switch, and all the other devices in more detail soon. Okay, but let us just try to go and understand some very basics of computer network. See, if you want to understand the fundamentals or the, export things what we have in the computer network, CCNA is a go-to course, my friend. CCNA is a course that takes you deep into the computer network. If you want to start from scratch, CCNA is a course where you can learn everything about a computer network. Like for example, if there is a computer network which is there within your company, we call it as local area network. See, in this local area network, what you see here, friends, in this local area network, we have devices like a router, switch, and a firewall. Can we see any company, can we see any computer network without a router, switch, and a firewall? That's not possible, my friend. Can we see any cloud network without a router and a firewall? That's not possible. We cannot imagine computer networks without router, switches, and firewall. These are the core devices. These are the backbone of our computer network. So the smallest of the computer network to the biggest network. Smallest network can have, let us say, 30 to 40 devices. That can be a very small network. Biggest network, the internet is actually the biggest network. See, right now I'm in city, in Hyderabad city. Can you just imagine how many people are connected to internet in Hyderabad city as of now at this particular moment? The time is 7:10 actually. So 7:10 p.m. 13th June 2025. Can you imagine how many people are connected to the internet? Now let's go to a city like, let's say, Delhi, Mumbai, Dubai, Sydney, Tokyo, Singapore. From one city, how many people are connected to the internet? So from a city like, let's say, Hyderabad, just imagine as of now, let us say 15 lakh people are connected. 15 lakh people are connected to internet by using their mobile phones or laptops or desktops or tabs or whatever devices they are using. 15 lakh people are connected. You know, this 15 lakh people will form a computer network. They all are connected with each other and they make a computer network. So see, the size of a computer network can be as small as 10, 20 computers and as big as some millions and millions of computers. So the smallest network can be there within a company. And obviously the biggest network is your internet. That is indeed the biggest network. So what I'm trying to say here is if it is the smallest network or the biggest network, it doesn't matter. We have devices like routers, switches, and firewalls in every computer network. Without routers and switches and firewalls, communication is not possible. Security is not possible. We cannot make communication between different branches. We cannot provide security to our server. So there are many drawbacks. There are many drawbacks here, my friends. So literally, these devices are mandatory. So see what you see right now on your screen is a local area network. So in this local area network, as I said you, there is a router here, friends. There is a firewall and there is a switch. Now, beside router, firewall, and switch, there is one more very important device here. That is your server or servers. See, routers will be in many, like say maybe there are 2 routers or 20 routers in a company. Firewalls will be again in let's say 3, 5, 10, 20 firewalls. Switches can be in more numbers, let's say 100, 200, 500 switches. Servers can be 20, 30, 500, 1000, 2000, 3000 servers can be there. The quantity can be more, but the devices will still remain same in every company's network. Okay, so when you go with CCNA, in CCNA, you're learning about routers, switches, and firewalls. But once you go with your Linux server administration, what you do in this Linux server administration, you're learning about the servers. There can be a file server, there can be a web server, there can be email server, there can be a database server. There are different types of servers available. So Linux server administration is designed in such a way that, you know, you'll be learning the main services here, the core services you'll be learning, and you'll be more than ready to get a job in the Linux administration field. All right, so these are the 4 devices you see literally in every company across the globe. All right, now let me just go through a bigger network now. See here, friends, this is actually known as metropolitan area network. So what is metropolitan area network? What is local area network? We will see each and everything in more details. Okay, but as of now, we can see metropolitan area network means there is a local area network. How many local area networks? There can be 5 or 50 or 500. Take example of any bank. Let's say, again, I'm in Hyderabad. In Hyderabad, we have SBI Bank. You know how many branches can be there in a city like Hyderabad? Can I expect 400 branches in a city like Hyderabad? Of course, I can do it, right? There can be 400, 300, 500 branches within one city. So that is a metropolitan area network. So again, in this metropolitan area network, what devices we use? Routers, switches, firewalls, and servers. All right. Now let's see networks in more details now. Now we know what is CCNA, what we are going to learn in CCNA. We know some basic things very well now. Now let us try to understand what is a computer network and what is our responsibility as the administrator in a computer network. Okay. So whenever you talk about a computer network here, we just need to understand one thing. Computer network is a connection of devices like computers, servers, routers, firewalls, switches. So we are connecting devices so that we can share our resources and exchange our data. Data means it can be any data. When you send a SMS, it is a data. When you send a email, that is a data. When you send a photo on WhatsApp, that is a data. When you make a document, there is a data. So whatever you store inside a computer, that comes under data. Audio file is a data, video file is a data, graphics is a data, multimedia is a data. Literally everything comes under data. If you create a folder, there is data. Or if you just create a notepad file, that comes again under the data category. So if you're connecting devices with each other, we can exchange data easily. And we can share our resources. Resources means, see, if there is a company where there are, let us say, 300 people working, that means there are 300 devices. Now, in this 300 users company, how many printers you are expecting there, friends? Obviously, one. So printer is what? Printer is a resource. Okay, there can be 5 printers also possible. But how many users are there? Let's say there are totally 500 users. And how many printers are there? There are only 5 printers. So all these 500 people, the user from this computer can take a printout here. The user from this laptop can take a printout here. The user from this tab can take a printout here. So this is a computer network where devices are connected with each other so that they can share the data and share the resources. They can exchange the data and they can share their resources. Now the billion-dollar question here is, who will establish this computer network? Who will connect all these devices? Who will configure all these devices? The network administrator responsibility is to connect all these devices and configure all these devices. And who is the network administrator? A person who knows the CCNA, that person can apply for the network administrator job. Now, where I can apply for a job? In which company I can apply for a job for the network administration? Literally every company on the face of the earth where there is a computer network. It can be a banking sector, it can be a school or universities, it can be a hospital, it can be a shopping mall, it can be IT company, it can be any company. Literally any company where there is a computer network. So you can apply for a job as a network administrator in that particular company. All right, so as a network administrator, our responsibility is connecting devices and configuring devices. Now, let me make one point very clear here, friends. Normally what people feel, they feel, you know, computer network is all about connections. Now, just imagine, my friend, out of 100%, 1% of the concept is about making connections. Remaining 99% of this concept is about configurations. So don't feel like, computer network is only about connecting devices. Connecting devices is actually very easy work. It's a very easy task. For example, if you take a mobile phone and if you connect a mobile phone to your charger. Now, do I need to take any special classes from somewhere to know how to connect a mobile phone charger to the mobile phone? No. If you take a mixer grinder, for example, you connect the mixer grinder to the electrical board. So do you need to take any, you know, uh, classes or any coaching from somewhere to know how to connect a wire or how to connect a plug there? There is no need, right? You simply know how to do it. So connections are very simple. Connecting devices are obviously very simple. The main task here is actually configuration of routers, configuration of servers, configuration of your firewalls. This is what we need to learn. Especially in CCNA, we need to learn how to configure our routers, how to configure our firewalls, and how to configure our switches. This is what we need to learn in our CCNA. All right. So it is majorly how to configure things, not how to connect. Connection is very simple. Configuration we need to learn. Done. Now let's see a few more basic things here. So see here friends, how the devices are connected. Why they are connected, we know. But how they are connected? They can be connected through cables or they can be connected through wireless technology. Now, I'll ask a very simple question here, friends. Hopefully, I'll get an answer from your side. Can you please tell me, when you connect devices with each other, what you prefer or what you think is the preferable method? Connecting devices by using cable or connecting devices through wireless technology? According to you, what exactly is the best option? How the networks are working today across the globe? Are they connected by using cables or they are going with the wireless technology? Remember, chat box is always busy and chat box is always open. So just try to keep the chat box as busy as possible. All right. So my question is, what you think? Computer networks, are they connected by using cables or are they connected by using the wireless technology? Okay, I got the answer here is cable. Okay, one more answer here is, wireless. See, across the globe, I can say 97 to 98% computer networks, they use cables actually to make connections. How many percent? 97 to 98%. They use cables actually to make connections. Exactly, Kunal. Cables are more faster, they are more reliable. Okay, you'll get very, less downtime in cables. So most of the cases we go with our cables. There are very few cases where we go with our wireless technology. I repeat, there are very few cases where we go with our wireless technology. So overall, cables are the, media we use to make connection between all these devices. All right. Now, whenever you talk about a computer network, we need to talk about computer network based on the geographical area they cover. I repeat, we need to talk about the computer networks based on the geographical area they cover. So what exactly it means, the geographical area? Means, if some devices are available within one building, we call this network as some network. If the devices are available between two different buildings, then there is some other name for this network. If the devices are available in two different cities, there is some other name. If the devices are available in two different countries or continents, and then there is some other name for this computer network. So computer networks are classified by using their geographical location. So there are many types of computer networks available here, friends. For example, if you see here, these are some of the most common computer networks we see across the globe. To begin with, there is something called local area network, metropolitan area network, wide area network, wireless area network, campus area network, and cloud network. These are some of the most common types of computer networks we have across the globe. Local area network, metropolitan area network, wide area network, wireless, campus, and cloud network. So let us try to understand all these networks and let us try to see what will be our responsibility as a network administrator in all these different networks. Okay, so let's begin with our local area network. See, one small tip here. Whenever you're learning something in computer networks, maybe it is Linux server administration, cloud computing, or cyber security, or DevOps, or CCNA, or Windows server administration, anything, just try to understand the topic name. Everything is hidden inside the topic name. So what is the topic here or what is the concept here? Concept is local area network. Local means you know very well. Area means you know very well. Network means you know this very well. So local area network means a network that is spread within a small geographical location. Locally it is available. So when I say local it is available, I'm talking about, let's say, maximum a building. Maybe it can be 10 floor building, 20 floor building, 50 floor building, it doesn't matter. If all the devices are available within a local area network, within a building actually, that particular network comes under the local area network category. All right. Now coming to metropolitan area network. Metropolitan area network is something that is spread within a city. Metropolitan means a city, a big city. Like, in India, we have metropolitan cities like Delhi, Mumbai, Hyderabad, Bangalore, Chennai, Kolkata, Ahmedabad, Kanpur. These are known as metropolitan cities, right? So if a company is having branches that are spread across a city, that are spread across a city, that network is actually known as metropolitan area network. Again, the easy example that we can take as of now is, your banks. How many branches will be there? There can be many branches. There can be 20, 30, 50, 100, 200 branches within one city. So that is a metropolitan area network. Or you can go with your schools. You know, my children's go to a school. These people have many schools, many engineering colleges, many, other colleges. So they have a big network actually. They have nearly 35 to 40 different branches, schools and college and universities within a city like Hyderabad. Now, are they connected with each other? Are they communicating with each other? Of course, they are communicating with each other. So there is a metropolitan area network. All right. And coming to this wide area network here, my friend, wide area network is a concept where the computer networks are present in different countries, cities, or continents. In metropolitan area network, we are talking about one single city. But in wide area network, we are talking about different cities. There is a clear difference there, right? In metropolitan area network, we are talking about only one city, but in wide area network, we are talking about different cities. Different cities like, between Hyderabad and Delhi, or between Delhi and Dubai, or Dubai and let's say London, London and let's say New York. That's a wide area network. So these are the three major networks we have actually: local area network, metropolitan area network, and wide area network. Now, if you go and see local area network, metropolitan area network, and wide area network, what we use here, what devices we use here, the devices that we use in local area network, metropolitan area network, and wide area network are routers, switches, firewalls. We use routers, switches, and firewalls. So as a network administrator, my responsibility is to establish communication within the local area network. Let's say there are 300 people working in our company. So my responsibility is I need to make sure all these 300 people communicates with each other without any problem. If there are 30,000 people working in a company, as a network administrator, my responsibility is I need to make sure like all these 30,000 people should communicate with each other. So this is my responsibility as a, administrator. I need to make sure all these people communicates with each other. Now, if you go to metropolitan area network, what will be my responsibility in metropolitan area network? My responsibility in metropolitan area network is I need to make sure that, all the branches within my city, I repeat, all the branches within my city should communicate with each other. And how to make communication between all these branches? Very simple. To make communication between all these branches within a city, we need to go with a device called a router. That is my primary goal. That is my primary responsibility as a network administrator. And coming to wide area network, again, it is same. Wide area network is also a network where as a network administrator, my responsibility is I need to make sure all the branches which are there in different cities, countries, and continents can communicate with each other. Or they should communicate with each other without any problem. This is what the roles and responsibilities of the network administrator is all about, my friends. So as an administrator, I need to make sure my branches are communicating with each other, and within my branch, all the departments are communicating with each other. That is my primary goal and primary responsibility. All right. Now, what is wireless area network? What is campus area network? What is cloud network? These are, these are the networks you again generally see everywhere. Let me just go briefly. A wireless area network is something where, the cables are not used, obviously. We simply use some technology, wireless technology. Without cable, we can transfer the data. But, there is a problem in wireless area network. The wireless area network is very limited. So when I say wide area network, let us imagine you are making communication between India and let's say Australia. The distance between India and Australia is more than 12,000 kilometers. That is some distance, right? So in between India and Australia, when you make communication, how you make communication? You make communication by using cables. I'll show you practically how the cables are connected and everything. Practically in the sense, I'll show you some images there. But see, between India and Australia, the cables are there. The cables will carry your data from one country to other country or one continent to other continent. Okay. So cables are such a, useful media. But coming to wireless, like I said, wireless can be used in a location where, all the devices are present close to each other. That is one thing. And the other thing is there is a big hall, a open place where all the devices are present. So if a location is like this, then maybe probably we can go with the wide area. We can go with the wireless area network. There we can go with wireless area network. But in most of the cases, my friend, in most of the cases, what we do here is we simply go with cables if the networks are, if the devices are present within a room or within a hall. Still, it is recommended to go with cable. But in case if you want to go with a wireless technology, like I said to my friend, you should make sure there is a very small geographical location where all the devices are present physically, so you can make connections there. If you're crossing, let us say 150, 200 meters, your cable, your wireless technology will drop your signals. Recently there was an article somewhere. I think last year I was reading it, 2024, and they said like they have successfully tested a wireless connection which can carry your data up to 1 kilometer. How much? 1 kilometer. So in the year 2024, they tested a network, a wireless network with 1 kilometer distance. So just imagine how far we are still in the wireless technology. Okay, wireless technology is not recommended actually in most of the networks, in most of the computer networks. All right. Anyhow, this is the way we can simply make connections in wireless technology without using cables. Okay. Now coming to campus area network. Campus, name says everything again. What is the meaning of campus? Campus means, a company which is having some branches. Like I'll take one example. Today, actually, I was in some hospital. In Hyderabad, there is a hospital called Apollo Hospital. So once I reached the Apollo Hospital, I saw there were like many buildings actually. There was some cancer block. There was some, orthopedic block. There was some children's block. There were like different blocks available there. I realized all these branches are present within one single location. So this single location is actually known as your campus. That's it. So if you go with any university, there is science block, there is a max block, there is social block, there is commerce block, there is engineering block, there is biology block, something like this. So there is again a campus. So within a geographical location, within a boundary, if you have many networks, or let us say many blocks, then it comes under the campus area network. And coming to the cloud network is something that we will see in more details in coming classes. As of now, we are not ready to understand cloud network in a way, so I'll just skip this concept as of now. But in coming classes, we'll go through this cloud network in more details. Actually, Amazon Web Services AC course where you'll be learning about cloud networks, right? So we just need to go with this concept of cloud network in as in depth as possible. But as of now, this is one of the type of network. So whether it is local area, metropolitan, wide area, wireless area, campus, or cloud network, one thing is common in every network, my friend. That is, we have network administrator responsibility in every network. And the network administrator responsibility is to manage routers, switches, and firewalls. So literally every network, what you see here, there is a network administrator responsibility. I repeat, we have the network administrator responsibility literally in every network. We are able to use internet because the network administrators are working there. We are able to use, the mobile phone internet. The reason is there are network administrators. So literally network administrators are backbone of our IT industry. Without network administrators, we cannot imagine even one message forwarded anywhere or even an email has been received by you. Okay, so no business will be there without the network administrators. No internet is there without the network administrator. Just imagine if there is no internet, what will be there? Nothing, right? Literally nothing will be there actually. So this is our network administrator job, my friend. So CCNA is a course where you will be learning about network administration in more details. Okay. See, as of now, let us stop this session here. I'll just try to take some questions from your side if you have any questions. So we'll just try to resume everything from beginning from Monday. We're expecting few more people on Monday. So we'll just try to see more about these networks, like, campus area network, local area network, with more examples and more, explanation will be there. And that will be on Monday, hopefully. So as of now, if you have any doubts, any questions regarding any of the things that you are learning here, like CCNA, Linux server administration, or cloud computing, I'm available for you, friends. I'll be more than happy to, clear all your doubts. So this is the last day of the week. Today is Friday. So Saturday, Sunday, we don't have any class. Saturdays, we can take classes. Actually, some Saturdays I'll take class, but Sunday will be off for sure. But as of now, for this week, I'm not taking any classes tomorrow. So our next class will be on Monday at same time, 7 p.m. And like I said, you will be expecting more people there. See, whatever number of people join this class, I have already started the class. Like I said, this is my last class in DURGASOFT, last CCNA session actually. So I just need to start this. I just need to continue, and I just need to complete this session on time. So it will take around 35 to 38 days actually to complete this particular course. Okay, there is a question here. Is it reliable to get CCNA certificate? Reliable? Uh, see, first of all, CCNA certificate is one of the most demanding certificate across the globe from 1990s. We are in 2025. So let's say for last 4 decades, CCNA is one of the best course to learn and one of the best certificates to get. You will not, uh, in future, maybe after like 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, whenever you're applying for any job, this CCNA certification, CCNA course, and CCNA knowledge will be 100% benefited for you for sure. It will be 100% advantage for you for sure. Maybe in future, you may be applying for, let's say, you'll be moving in cloud computing or cybersecurity or DevOps or anything. You will definitely use the knowledge what you get in the CCNA. All right, this is one thing. Coming to certification, my friend, it depends on your requirement. If you go with CCNA, Red Hat Server Administration, and Amazon Web Services, 3 courses, then, just try to go with any one certificate, maybe CCNA or maybe AWS. But if you're planning to move to, let's say, some other country, let's say some Gulf countries, Singapore, USA, some European countries, or let's say Australia, in these countries, actually, certification plays a very major role. In these countries, the companies will look for a candidate with a certificate. But in our country, India, if you know 2, 3 technologies, you can get a job only on the basis of technology, only on the basis of the knowledge. And once you get a job, then you can apply for certifications. You can simply go and write your certifications. And you know what happens? Companies will definitely help you in, getting your certification. Maybe they'll pay for your certificate actually. They will pay for your examination fees. Companies will pay for most of the IT courses. If not, let's say 100%, maybe they'll pay at least, let's say 70 to 80% of your examination fees. Now, why they are paying 70 to 80% of my examination fees? I'm not working for them for, let's say, next 20 years, right? See, there is a big story there. Companies are getting more benefits from our certificates actually. So it's like a win-win situation for everyone. Companies will pay for our certificate, they get their own benefit, and we as a employee of that company, we can write down our certificates and we can get more benefits in our next job or in our experience actually. So certificate is always a good thing to have. But again, it depends on the technology where you're interested in. If you're interested in cloud computing, then just learn the CCNA certificate. Don't CCNA course. No need to go with like CCNA certification. If you're interested in cybersecurity, just learn your CCNA course. No need to go with your CCNA certification. But in case if you're interested in networking, then you can think of CCNA certificate for sure. CCNA certificate is still today one of the best certificate you have in the IT industry, my friend. But again, it depends on your interest. It depends on your career choice. If you are interested to pursue your career in networking, then CCNA certification is nearly mandatory. But if you want to go in some other path, just learn the CCNA course and go with the other certifications. Got it? All right, we have 5 more minutes anyway, or maybe more than 5 minutes actually. If you have anything else to discuss, any other questions, any other doubts, I'll be more than happy to help you here. And then we can stop this session and hopefully we can meet again on, let's say, Monday at same time, 7 p.m. Okay, one more question here. For how long CCNA certification is valid? See, every IT examination, every IT certification has some expiry date actually. Like, most of the certifications are valid up to 3 years. There are some certifications actually that are valid only up to 2 years. Like if you go with CCNA, CCNA is valid for 3 years. After 3 years, your CCNA certification will be invalid. So what to do after 3 years? Do I need to again go and write the CCNA certificate? No. Cisco offers you multiple levels actually. They offers you multiple levels of courses. CCNA is the entry level course. It is an associate level course. We have courses like, let me just write it down here. CCNA is first level. Then we have CCNP. Then we have CCIE. So before your CCNA certification expires, you know what you should do here, friends? You should simply go and write your CCNP certificate. You're already working there, right? You're already into a job. So it will not be a difficult task for you to go and write your CCNP certification. Okay. So if you're not writing any other certificate from Cisco in next 3 years, you know what happens? Your CCNA certification validity will expire. So the validity is here only for 3 years. I should not say only 3 years is actually sufficient time because technology will change every 2 years and 3 years. All right. So it is there only for 3 years. I did my CCNA certification in the year 2010, I guess. My certification is not valid now. It has expired for sure. So in case if I again need to apply for a job, maybe on networking, let's say, then what should I do? I just need to go and, write down my CCNA certification again. I did actually CCIE also. I did my CCI theory exam also. But, I could not do my practical exam for some reason. I just changed the technology. I went into virtualization and then into the cloud computing. All right. So anyhow, my certifications are not valid. My Microsoft certifications also expired. Actually, I did my Microsoft certifications in 2010. It was MCAC 2008 server. Okay. All right. So I guess no more questions here. So we can stop the session now. Okay. There is one question here. Sorry. Okay. There are a few questions. Okay. Which certificate do we go for if you are interested in cyber security? See, there are many certifications in cyber security, my friend. There are many certifications. So hopefully in coming classes, I'll just take a small demo on cyber security. Okay, so there are many certifications. Can we do some projects on subnetting? See, I'll make sure you understand subnetting, IP addressing concept in the best way possible. I'll just try to do everything so that you can understand the concept of subnetting in the best way possible. IP addressing and subnetting is a backbone of our computer networks, my friend. You go to cloud computing, DevOps, cyber security, whatever you do in future, IP addressing and subnetting is indeed the backbone. So like I said to my friend, one of my main goal in CCNA is to make you feel comfortable in IP addressing and in subnetting. This is one topic, this is one concept where majority of people who are working in the IT industry for last 5 years, 8 years, 10 years, till today they have doubts. Till today they are afraid of IP addressing and subnetting. But if you follow certain methods, actually, learning IP addressing and subnetting will be super easy, my friend. It will not be difficult for sure. So I'll make sure you learn everything perfectly. Coming to projects and all those things, we just need to make computer networks here, right? So in the computer networks, we make some projects. So in projects, we use our subnetting only. Okay, there is a question. I'm interested in computer networking. So if I wanted to ask you, like, if I complete this course, will I be able to crack the CCN exam? See, listen carefully, my friend. To write down CCN exam, to crack your CCN exam, you just need dumps. What you need? You need dumps. Learning CCNA theoretically, practically is for interviews and to work. For interviews and for job. For certification, our theoretical classes, our practical classes are not enough. Certification is a different ball game. You need to have dumps. For example, like I said yesterday, around 400 questions will be there in dumps. Questions and answers will be there. You just need to prepare these 400 questions and answers. And if you go to interview, 55 to 65 questions will come. And this 55 to 65 questions will come from these dumps. Imagine someone is working in this IT industry. Let us say that person is working on CCNA for last 10 years. He read all the documents that are related to CCNA. Can he pass the exam? No. That person also cannot pass the exam because in dumps or in examination, first of all, the questions are scenario-based questions. So 120 minutes are not sufficient actually to crack 55 to 60 questions. So no person can pass the exam without preparing from dumps. Learning course is to understand the technology, understand theoretically, understand the practicals, face the interview and get a job. But coming to dumps, coming to examination without dumps, you cannot pass the exam. I have seen many people actually, friends, where they have first went for the exam. Let's say, for example, my friend is writing CCN exam. So when I see the dumps, it looks easy for me. So what I did, I just took the dumps from that person. I prepared the dumps. I went to the exam. I passed my CCN exam. And then I went and learned the technology. I have trained many people who came to me who said, we are CCNA certified people. I am CCNA certified person. But I don't know anything about CCNA. I want to learn now. So I asked them, like, how you did CCNA certification? I know actually how they did CCNA certification. So when I asked them, they say like, okay, I took dumps. I prepare all the multiple choice questions and answers. I went to the examination. I passed my examination. That's it. I'm a CCNA certified person now. Now I need to learn the technology. So don't worry about the examination. Examination will be super easy. Exam will be super easy. The first exam, one of the first exam what I did in my career is of CCNA. Okay, actually the first exam what I did in my career by paying money from my pocket actually is CCNA. I started earning. I was working there actually somewhere. So from my salary, I paid, it was 9,000 rupees back in those days. Dollars was actually 48, 49 rupees in the year 2010. Okay, so I paid 9,000 some hundred. Under 10,000 was the examination fees. So that was the first time I paid money from my income anyway, from my, salary. And then I did my CCN exam. How much was the examination? Still it is same. Exam is of 1,000 marks. 825 is the passing mark. I got 828. I become CCNA certified person. Okay. I always say this. Yesterday also I said the same thing. Learning is the thing where you need to focus more. Examinations are super easy, my friend. You already have the questions. You just need to prepare them, go there and select your, answers and then just say next, finish. That's it. 120 minutes will be there for examination, but in most of the cases, if you prepare dumps very well, 30 to 40 minutes are more than enough actually for you to complete your exam. But you should not finish your exam in 30 to 40 minutes actually, because it will be counted as invalid. So if you finish your, let's say there are 64 questions, you're at 64th question and the time is only 40 minutes. Time is so much, it is only, let's say 40 minutes. You know what you should do? You should simply wait for next 30-40 minutes. Just try to sit in the examination hall or on the particular computer for 80 to 90 minutes and then complete your last question and then you'll get your answer there itself. You'll get your result there itself. Okay, so if you are able to finish the exam in 40 minutes, do not finish it in 40 minutes, because in some cases they will not count that exam. And in case if you fail your exam, my friend, examination fees is $300. So if in case if you fail your exam, you need to again pay $300 and you need to write your exam there. All right. So again, I'm saying, my friend, I know many people are asking about certifications. Yesterday also a few people asked about certification. Cracking certification is not a big deal. Certificate will not get a job. Certificate will not face the interview. Certificate will not do the practicals of routers, switches, and firewalls. You should do the practicals. I should do the practicals. You should learn the technology. I should learn the technology. What certificate can do for us is it can bring more interview calls. That much a certificate can do. But beside this, nothing. I have seen many people who did many certifications, but they cannot crack even one interview actually. Okay. Always remember, in an interview, they will test our understanding of a technology. We are not answering definitions in interview, right? In school, what we used to do, whatever is the definition, we just used to write the same definition. You remember the famous movie Three Idiots, and there was a scene where the lecturer is there, and Amir Khan is asking about that bag and all the other things. So if you remember that particular scene, interviews will be something like this, my friend. You should never answer in a definition. Just try to face interview in a way that you're talking to your friend. Now, how you explain something to your friend, just try to answer in that way to the interviewer actually. All right. I'll make sure you'll understand the technology. You can configure routers, you can configure switches, you can configure, firewalls, you can understand the IP addressing and everything. I can make sure you do all these things. But certification, okay, there is a question here from where we can buy dumps. There are many sites. Let me just show you what I showed you yesterday. Exam collection is there for last 14-15 years. I know this site for last 14-15 years. So if you go to Cisco here, I'm in Cisco. Can you see? Yes, CCI dumps are also available, my friend. Just imagine. See, all these are CCNA certifications. All these are examination codes. Our examination is 200-301. Cisco Certified Network Associate. This is the examination code. Okay. If you want to go with some other certification from Cisco, let's say 300-735. This is automating Cisco security solutions. This is some other certification. See how many certifications Cisco is offering you. There are many certifications here, right? Many certifications available. Okay, but for all the certificate, the most important certificate is CCNA, that is 200-301, that is examination code. All right, let me go to, let's say, Microsoft. Microsoft also offers you many certifications, right? The most famous Microsoft certification in market for last few years is your cloud certificate. You can just go and search actually all the certifications here. Microsoft, Cisco, and all the other companies, they provide you each and every certificate. So anyhow, this is your CCNA certificate. Last update is on May 5, 2025. So this is approximately $75. 562 questions and answers will be there. So you just need to take this and you need to prepare it. All right. This is the way we should go for your certifications. At least try to write any one certificate, whatever technologies you're learning, CCNA, Linux, AWS, whatever, just try to write at least one certificate that will make your, resume more stronger in a way. All right. So Juniper is again a very famous company. After Cisco, Juniper is the company that offers you many networking certifications. Juniper also offers you something called CCNA, but they call it a JNCIA, Juniper certifications. All right. So once you complete your CCNA, you can work on Juniper routers and switches as well. Some basic differences will be there practically, but still you can work on those routers also. Okay, you can go with this exam collection, or maybe you can go with Test King. This is also one site here. I think pass for sure. Yeah. This is also one side where you can go and write your exams. Okay, pass for sure. Add this certification. See, wherever you go, can you see CCNA is coming in top certifications actually. CCNA, security, Amazon Web Services, hmm? Amazon Web Services, Cloud Practitioner, VMware. These are coming in top certifications actually. According to the market, certifications will be highlighted here, right? So you can clearly see CCNA is still amongst the top certifications across the globe. See, top certifications. I'm in Test King. Can you see Microsoft AZ104? That is your cloud. And can you see Cisco 200.3.0? And it is still in top 3 in this particular website also. Here also it is one of the top certifications. See, it is highlighted in the top certification. Microsoft Azure Security CCNP, CCN and CCNP. So it's not a bad idea actually to go with the CCNA certification, my friend. It will definitely help you in getting a job. Okay, at least getting calls, I can say, and it will definitely help you. The concept of CCNA will definitely help you in making you understand all the other technologies what you know as of now. Linux, Windows, cloud computing, Amazon Web Services, Microsoft Azure, Google Cloud, whatever, DevOps, cyber security, ethical hacking, literally everything you can understand if you know the concept of CCNA. All right, fine. So that's it for the day, friends. And that's it for this week. We'll meet again on Monday. I'm here for like 30 more seconds. Anything else we will see? Or else we can stop the session for today and we'll meet again tomorrow at same time. Sorry, we'll meet again on Monday at same time, 7 p.m. India Standard Time. Right. Thank you, friends. Thanks a lot. And see you on Monday at same time. Bye.